Hey, how are you doing? My name is Drew James and I teach over at learnguitarinlondon.com. The song that I'm playing here is See You Again, and it's just the chorus, the quite melodic part. It goes into a sort of rap part after that. And I just really think this suits a quick little easy fingerstyle lesson. Now, if you want to get the tab to this so it makes it easier to read along, then all you've got to do is click now in the video. I'll put a little link up there to join the student area for free. And all that takes is a name and email address, and then you'll get a password and you can just go along to the tab section and get the tab to play along. So I really recommend doing that as we start learning. Now this one's quite easy, but in my usual way, I'm going to be showing you the parts that most people would find quite challenging. There's a few stretches in this and a bit of rhythm, but I will be taking you through the areas that generally are the parts that people can't do so well. And that's how my lessons go. So if you haven't subscribed, then subscribe to my channel, because I don't know many other guitar teachers that really take the time to do that. So without further ado, let's learn how to play it and have a look at the left hand with this dual camera angle. If you're new to fingerstyle, let me just very quickly show you the fingers you should be using for the strings. So this is mainly involving this camera right here, okay? So we go thumb on the E, A and D string. I call the strings Eddie 8 Dynamite, Good by Eddie. So the thumb goes on these top three, your index finger plays the G string, the middle finger plays the B, and the ring finger plays the E, right? So if you were to pick all 6 strings, you go thumb, 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 index, middle, ring. So make sure those fingers are assigned to the correct strings. And that way, everything will be a little more effortless as you're playing the song. Now, to get started on the song, we do 2 zeros on the 5th string down, the B string. So we're using our middle finger for that. So we're going to go, and then we're going to play the 3rd fret on that string. So if we get this finger on your fretting hand ready to play the 3rd fret, okay, then thumb on the top string, ring finger on the bottom string, pull those 2 strings. So we go, easy enough so far, right? Take your ring finger on your fretting hand, put it on the 3rd fret on the B string, and then your middle finger on the 3rd fret on the thickest string. Okay, so you have to stack your fingers on top of themselves. It can be a bit awkward, but that's what you're doing. Aim for the middle of the frets, never on the fret markers. Put your thumb on the thickest string and your middle finger. So we're going to pull those 2 strings together, called a pinch, like we did here with the open strings, but we're now doing it on these 2 strings, thickest string and middle finger. So we've got, okay. We're then going to use the index finger to play the 0 on the G string. Then ring on this hand, hold down the 3rd fret on the A string and your middle finger on the 2nd fret on the G string, okay, like this. We're going to pinch those 2 notes, so that's thumb on the A and index finger, and we're going to pull them. So we're pulling those 2, then playing the index by itself, obviously whilst holding this down. And then lift up the G string and play it open. Okay, so from the beginning we've got, so this is probably your hardest shape so far that you've had to do with your fingers. Just to stretch the ring out, middle finger, always in the middle of the frets. And then just move this ring finger up to the 3rd fret on the thickest string. It's not a big movement, just move it up. And then thumb on that string, so we're going to pull that with the middle finger on a 0. So it's, okay, next, 0 on the B string, then 3 on the B string. Okay, so I'm going to do everything up to that point. Okay, now I left my ring finger there and I went on my picking hand and I use my little finger. That's optional, you can do that if you want to. It's sometimes a little harder for beginners to use their little finger and ring finger like this, but give it a try. If not, you can do it like this. Next part. So let me show you what I'm doing there. Pinching top and bottom strings, then 2nd fret on the thinnest string, then open on the thinnest string, then 3rd fret on the B, so it's then middle finger on the 3rd fret on the thickest string, pinching thumb and B string with the middle finger, then open on the B, then with this finger on the fretting hand, hold down the 2nd fret on the G, then play it as a 0. So I'll do that bar slowly, so it's pinch on top bottom, 1st fret on thinnest, open on thinnest, 3rd fret on B, thickest string 3rd fret, pinching that and the B string, play B string open, then 2nd fret on the G, then open on the G. Okay? Then we're going to go back to this shape that we had earlier on. That's 3rd fret on the A string and 2nd fret on the G string, pinching those two like we did earlier. Then play the 2 again with the index finger. Then lift it up to play an open G. And then move this ring up to the 3rd fret on the thickest string. And thumb on there and index finger to pinch. So I'll do that new bit now. So here we go, nice and slowly, and okay. Next. Now these are 16th beats, which doesn't matter if you don't know what they are, but basically they're played at what perceives to be like an increased speed, but actually it's just the division is different. So we're going open on the G, open on the B, and then 3rd fret on the B. And it's played quite quick. Then pinching top and bottom strings, then 3rd fret on the thickest string and the B string like we've had before, then open on the G. So it's and then we've actually had this bar of music before. So we're going to go 3rd fret on the thickest on the A string, 2nd fret on the G string, and we're going to, yes, you've guessed it, pinch it, play the 2 again, then lift up the 2 to go on the open G. And then 3rd fret on the thickest string, pinching thumb and middle finger. Then open on the B and 3rd fret on the B. Okay, so I'm going to do everything up to there right from the very beginning now, okay? Okay, so I'm pretty certain if you've got the tab, you're reading along, following my finger suggestions, and you can hear the tune, most importantly, you're going to have that in the bag. Let's just do this last little part now. So this is where things get a little more challenging because you need to stretch your fingers. So first of all, we pinch top and bottom strings, zeros. And then we're going to play 3rd fret on the thinnest string 3 times. Then index finger on the 3rd fret on the thickest string, and then either ring or pinky, doesn't matter which, on the 5th fret on the thinnest string. Now this can be quite a stretch, so your thumb cannot be over the top. Your thumb has got to be around the back to do this stretch. And just press nice and hard, and you may find this the hardest part to get. Pinch those 2, so that's a 3 and a 5. then play the 5 again just by itself with the ring finger. Then open on the thinner string and then 3rd fret. If you can, leave this held down while you're doing that, so it's... But if you find that hard, then just lift up. But it would be nice if you could leave this note ringing while you're doing this. Okay? Then you're going to move this 3 down to the A string, okay, on the 3rd fret, and then you're going to put your pinky down again, or your ring finger, whatever you're more comfortable with, on the 5th fret, and we're going to pinch the A string this time and the ring, and then play the ring by itself, then 3rd fret. If you can leave this here, great. And then move this up to the 3rd fret and leave this one here. So you've got 2 3s. So I'll do the start from the stretch, so it's... Whoops. Okay, hopefully you can play it a little better than that. Then open on the thinner string, 3rd fret on the thinnest, move the index back down to the A string. It was up here when we did that pinch, and then bring out your ring finger or pinky to play the stretch again, pinching A and E string, then E string again, then 3rd fret on the thinnest, and then move your index finger up to finish on the 2 3s. So from the first stretch, thanks so much for watching this lesson. I really hope you enjoyed it. The Learn Guitar in London website has lots of other fingerstyle instrumentals. So go along to the website there and you can learn along with me other tunes like this. If you're not a singer and you want the guitar to do all the singing for you, then they're perfect for you. Okay, so it'd be good to see you at learnguitarinlondon.com for some more lessons. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I upload 2 new lessons every week. And just a reminder, the tab can be found over at the website as well. Keep on playing, have a great day.